Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina if you guys are new, and if you guys are returning subscribers, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a nice clean makeup today, which is a lot of women have recreated this look, so it is called the clean girl makeup. But I'm going to give you step-by-step tutorial, very easy, very quickly as we go through it. So let's just get into it. I did do like a nice slick bun just to do this nice style. There's different ways you can do it. I can give you guys different hairstyle tips if you guys are interested. Just comment down below and let me know what you guys prefer as your own clean girl makeup or just clean girl hairstyles. I have plenty of them, super easy to do with my hair type or whatever type of hair look you guys would want to do. But for now, let's just get into this tutorial. Alright, so for starters, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the PHYTO Glow Lip Balm. And this is the brand called NATURIUM. The shade of this is clear. If you guys can see it, it says it right here. This stuff because I literally use it every morning and every night before I go to bed. And it's super moisturizing. It smells very different, but it smells really nice, and it really helps. It doesn't let me, like, you know how usually there's like some chapsticks or glosses that make you peel over hours? This one doesn't. This one has helped me, and it's like a everyday wear, and you can use it as a nighttime mint. Alright, so the next step I'm going to go in with is my Benefit brow setter, and I'm going to set my brows really quick. I haven't gone to my threading lady, so I'm just waiting until the weekend so that I can have my time and I can go. It's been a while I haven't went, and my eyebrows are super bushy, and sometimes when I do my brows sometimes looks like they're like way too powdered or way too like overlined, and then it just makes it look weird, and I hate it because sometimes I don't even want to do my brows whenever I do like my reels, and because they like one take forever when they're like this, and two, I don't have the time to be like overlining my eyebrows way too much, because then they start to look way too bushy and way too werewolfish in a way. I'm just waiting for that. I'm sorry if you guys hear my son in the background, but he is fully awake. Usually he will be asleep right now before we leave because we have to go somewhere and I want to be able to kill time. Alright, sorry about that. I had to handle my son, and I also had to handle my dog because he was messing with my mirror right here, and I thought he almost dropped it, so I had to handle that. But I just finished like fixing them so you guys could see how my brows look very weird. It's fine because I'm just gonna go over them lightly because I don't feel like doing a whole brow tutorial. I like them when they're fully put, but not like where it shows that I have put like a ton of brow product, you know what I mean? So I like to follow some guides. Like if I see a hole in my brows, I just go over it with the pencil, and I'm using the pencil from Benefit. It's the Precisely pencil, and I just go over it lightly on the areas where I want more coverage on my brows and where they have little holes in them. You may think I'm crazy for saying holes, but trust me, you will find them and in your brow, and you will notice it and you'll be like, okay, and now I know what she's talking about. And all you do is just fill it in. Once you fill it in, like you're good and ready. You don't have to like do too much. I just like to overline it a little bit, and then I just flick it lightly, and it gives me like this nice like shadow effect on my brows. But either way, like if you feel like they don't look good, you can always overline them, or if you don't have any, it's okay if you overline them. I would say my best bet would be either the pencil lightly or just use powder. Powder now in days, it actually has been the new trend, and it's way more easier to just apply really quick and you don't have to do too much. I use the Mario Master Mats, and I'm just gonna go over it lightly like this on some parts of my brows. Really easy, really simple. I just eyeball it and then I go over it lightly. I don't use too much product. You can use an angle brush or whatever brush you have that is at least thinner like this. I just use that and then I just run through it. After I'm done, and that's it, you guys. Then after I finish with that, I go over it with a concealer or a cream. I like to use cream because they're easier to blend, and then if you have to wipe away, it's easier to like remove. If you use a concealer, 9 out of 10 it'll dry up, personally for me and my eye shape and my skin. So times I do use a foundation, but rarely. On any usual day or have to pick up the kids, I usually go in with a cream foundation stick or just a cream little concealer or whatever you have. Creams, it doesn't necessarily have to be high-end. You can literally buy this at your local Target, Walmart, online, CVS, Walgreens, wherever you can find this, and this will help so much. Now I'm going to color correct, so I'm going to use e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer, shade medium, 33 warm. This is like a olive type of corrector, but if you have like a more darker skin, I will recommend, I think, the peach one or the much peacher one. They have, I think, 5 or 6 shades. You can to Ulta and find your shade, or online. They really do help even on just a regular day. Like, let's say if you don't want to put like makeup and you have to go to like the gym, or you're doing errands or any sort of things that you're trying to get done, I will recommend to use this because this stuff really covers up your bags or your under eyes, and it doesn't make you look too tired. Now I'm gonna go in with the Olay Banana Eye Cream here, and I seen this hack. I love Sarai. She used this but with concealer, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this, my corrector, and then I'm going to mix the two, and then I'm going to basically just blend this all in together. I am gonna put a little bit of coverage on top of my eyes, but usually when I do these types of looks, I normally don't put nothing on top of my eye, just because I prefer leaving that part like my natural eye color, and then just, you know, covering up my problematic areas. I'm just going to just blend this in with my ring finger, because your ring finger is the most lightest finger to blend, in my opinion. And then I'm gonna go over this brush, and this brush that I'm using is Morphe M456. I usually use this for my eyes, but sometimes I like to alternate on my brushes and use them as like facial products as well. And then whatever's left, I just use my fingers to blend. Okay, now that I finished with that, I'm going to go in with the Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I will have a video on the dupes for the Charlotte Tilbury and the e.l.f., I believe, highlighter filter on it. I just know that since I order it pretty late, I'm like on the last bandwagon of trying to give you guys a review on it, so just keep on the lookout for that video. But for now, I'm just using this as just a concealer and just correcting on certain places of my face that I want to be covered up. Normally I'll just go over it with my whole face, but I don't want to do that today. I just want to make it very simple and easy and use the same brush that I'm using to blend everything. I'll usually go in with like a bigger brush, but today I'm like, I want to do something small, something easier for me, and whatever I'll just blend it as I go, which it gives me like this nice brightening effect, and it gives me like such a pretty glow. And it's also a primer, but you can wear this flawless filter alone, and it gives you such nice coverage. I kid you not, like I don't even have to wear this. Like if I wanted to wear this to my girls, my daughter's soccer games, or just her practices, just so that I look alive, I use this, or I go in with my First Aid Beauty Moisturizer, which is also a primer, and that gives me like a nice glow as well. I know I'm looking a little bit crazy because I usually do my eyes quick on both sides, but what I'm doing now is I'm going to blend all this in my eye, so it gives me like this nice look on my eyes as well. So face, and this is just regular water. I had finished my Mario Badescu spray, so I just use water to prep my skin. And then after I do that, I'm going to first use the Charlotte Tilbury on a little bit on my face, and then I'm going to go over my Milk Hydro Grip Primer on my nose, since my nose area is the most oily part. And I now know that I am a combination skin, so thanks to my my esthetician, she really helped me out a lot. She just said that I'm really like very oily on like this part of my skin, but the rest of my, like on the outer part, I'm very dry. So I'm just using this just so that my makeup stays in place and it doesn't start to move. Usually I go in with the e.l.f. primer, the e.l.f. Is it the e.l.f. Hydro Primer? No, it's the e.l.f. Grip Primer, sorry, but they do the same thing. If you guys want a dupe of the Hydro Grip Primer and the Power Grip from e.l.f., let me know, and I can also do a review on that as well. Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just gonna go across it like this. Sorry if I'm breathing hard, you guys. And I like to put some on my nose, on the tip of my nose. And then I go up here just so it gives me a little bit of shine. I really just go over it. I don't play around with this brush too much. I'm just like, what the heck, like I just put it wherever I feel more coverage, and it's gonna give me like a nice look. And then I love to go in with a microfiber brush. These brushes are really good for like blending, and you don't have to use your finger if you're not a fan of using your finger. I like micro brushes. I know this one is big, but literally I could use this for my foundation with like the flawless filter, and it gives me such a nice canvas on my skin and on my face that it's hard to tell if I have on makeup. So when I use this microfiber brush, because it's a very, very minimum coverage brush, it gives you your coverage, but it doesn't overdo it as much as what you will absorb on a brush, on a regular brush, a foundation brush, or a sponge. This kind of like blends in really well, as you guys could see, and it gives you like that flawless look that you want. I'm using is 406 from Morphe as well. Alright, now I'm going to use two products. I'm going to use the cream product that I was using before on my brows, and I'm going to use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in medium olive. I'm using just a little bit because I'm not overdoing my concealer. I don't like to go too heavy-handed. I still like to keep my skin very natural, but you know, with a little bit of a nice flawless look to it. But the cream part, I just use it just under in the middle, just to give me just that part of coverage, and then I go down on my nose with it and right here at the tip. Now I'm going to blend them together, and I'm going to use my BH Cosmetic brush. You can also use, like I said, the microfiber brush, whatever you prefer. I'm just using this because it's softer and it kind of blends the way I like for my makeup to sit on my skin. But you can use any brush or even your fingers. I'm just going over this because it gets in those little areas that I want under my eyes. And now that we're finished with that, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Banana powder, and I'm just gonna use this under my eyes. I'm not baking, I'm not doing none of that crazy stuff you guys think I am. I just go over it so it gives me like a nice brightening effect, and I go over it with it on under my eyes and on the side of the end of my brow bone, and then I go over it on top just so that it cleans up and it takes away like the line of the concealer where I conceal my brows. Just takes that away. Goes from my nose down everywhere where I kind of conceal that. Next step is I am going to use a little bit of my MAC medium tan powder too, and I'm just gonna use this because it gives me like this nice flawless look to my skin. Such a nice coverage, and I don't have to like do so much to my face whenever I want to just look done up and clean. This is what I will go for. Now I'm gonna go in with the coconut shine control, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of this just on my temples, just to give me like that nice tan look and contour. I usually don't contour too much, only on the areas where I know it needs more. And then I seen this hack that they do, but it's so crazy how I can't do my contour well. But I get it perfect sometimes, but it's rarely, like you'll see me rarely do it. But if you guys want a tutorial on that, just let me know. I'm just gonna blend this really quick. Microfiber and this stuff, like I just run through it just once. And I like this contour foundation stick from Maybelline because it does the same thing as any high-end brand. So if you're not trying to spend too much money, use this, and it gives you like that nice, you know, that nice coverage where you don't have to spend too much money on. And what I like to do is I like to use this also on the top of my brow bone, my highlighter from Milani, and I'm just gonna put this just a little bit on my lids just so it looks a little bit brightening. And I just tap the highlighter onto my fingers just so that it's not way too much, and then I pack it. Now after I finish with that, I am going to use a little bit of Mineralized MAC, and this is Give Me Sun, and I'm just going to top it over the contour that I did just to give me that nice glow. And I only use very minimum, like literally when I go over it, I literally tap the product on my brush, and I'm using the e.l.f. small tapered brush. After I finish with that, I like to contour my nose with it as well, and I don't necessarily take my time. I just kind of eyeball it and do the best I can, and it still gives me like this nice contour on my nose. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna highlight just a little bit under my eyes just to keep it nice and bright. I'm gonna go over it lightly, and you don't have to do this. This is just as extra for me because I like a little bit of lightness under my eyes, and then I like to, you know, fix that little contour that I was doing when I was blending my nose with the Give Me Sun bronzer. And then I like to wipe it out really quick. Once I finish with that, I'm going to top it off with Milk Makeup Blush and Work, and I'm going to just add this right at the high points of my cheeks. And you can use this look for anything. You can even use it let alone by itself without any makeup. I like to go heavy-handed on this because I like to feel like I have like a sunburnt look, and it makes it look very pretty. Now I'm gonna blend it with my middle finger, and this gives me like a nice coverage to my skin. And I'm just gonna blend it quickly. I'm gonna use this mascara from Milk, and it's the KUSH mascara. I'm gonna use just a little bit on the ends of my lashes, just to give me a little bit of volume. My lashes been through it, but I've been taking good care of them. I mean, I don't add anything to them, but my lashes have been growing back to its normal length like I like it. And I don't know if this is also the reason why it's been bringing back my lashes, but I've been taking good care of them, so it's been doing this thing. That's not supposed to be there. Okay, and then what am I supposed to do? Oh, I had to add individual lashes. Give me a second, you guys, while I apply this, and I'll be right back. You guys, my camera had died, so I had to use my phone to finish filming. I hate when this happens. It's some individual lashes. The lashes that I use are called Ardell 421. What I did was I grabbed one lash, I cut it in between where it was the same length, and then I kind of reversed it so that both of the ends can look identical, and they both have like a little flare at the end, but they both look really alike. I learned that trick on TikTok from some guy. I don't know his name. I'll try to look for him and I'll link it down in my description box, but that is pretty much it. I do like a little wing, so I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez called the Perfect Stroke, and I like to use this at the inner corner of my eye, and I like to make just like a little baby wing. Alright, sorry about that. I had to hang up because now I'm in a rush because I had to now go pick up my daughter. So she's not feeling well. So I think the lip, I mean, these pencils look identical. I don't know why, they just look very different. They're both sweet tea, but I'm gonna use this just around my lips, not too much. Once I finish, I top it off with a gloss, but today, since I don't have a gloss in front of me, I'm going to use my NATURIUM gloss that I used earlier, and I'm just going to glide it onto my lips really quick. So you can give me like this nice glossy pouty lip. And I probably might go over it just a tad bit with my... And I think that's it. Now I'm just gonna spray. I'm gonna spray again with water. Fan it. And voila, this is the look that I did for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial. I know this was something very quick and super fast that I had to do because now I gotta go pick up my daughter because she's not feeling well at school. So I hope you guys enjoyed this nice clean girl makeup look for mommies or for any girl out there that's working in college, whatever you like. This clean look is super easy, super affordable, super quick, out the door in like maybe 20-30 minutes. Hey you guys, so my phone had died, then my camera had died, so I'm gonna do this really quick before this camera dies as well. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Sanchez family and my daily vlogs. But I have to go. This is my clean girl makeup tutorial. I hope you guys got to enjoy, and if you have any questions, I will leave everything, all the products down below. Muchos besitos. God bless. I love you guys. Bye.